Hi, my name's Caitlin and I'm here today to talk about some Lil Helper products and do kind of a side-by-side comparison of one of their products. I know everyone in the Lil Helper community right now is super excited about all the new and gorgeous prints and colors that they've just released, but I want to talk today about their quality of their products and their customer service because it is I just can't say enough about it. So today I'm going to be talking about their breast pads, which is something that is kind of near and dear to my heart. I actually wrote a blog post for Lil Helper back in December on this topic because breastfeeding has been a struggle for me, and I know it's a struggle for a lot of women. So before I talk a little bit about my story, I just want to shout out to all the women who have struggled with their supply. I know there's lots of women out there who want desperately to be able to breastfeed their babies, but they don't produce enough milk or any number of other struggles. I have huge empathy for that. I have dear friends who have struggled with that, but it's not been my experience. So I'm here today to talk about my experience, which is oversupply. When I was pregnant, I had mentally prepared myself for the possibility of undersupply, that I wouldn't make enough milk for my baby, but I wasn't mentally prepared for oversupply and how painful that would be. So that's what I'm here to talk about. I know it's the problem that all moms want to have, right? To make too much milk for your baby. But it's still a challenge. It's been painful. So I'm not here to say that one problem is better or worse than the other. They're different problems, and we need more support for moms who are breastfeeding across the board. So that's what I'm here to talk about today. So when I was first breastfeeding my daughter, I was using disposable breast pads first, actually, which I was done with pretty quick because when disposable breast pads get full of milk, they get rock hard and it is so painful. So I think I bought one box of the Johnson & Johnson's brand, and then I was done with that. At that time, Lil Helpers didn't actually have their breast pads released yet, so I just went on Amazon and I bought basically the first thing that came up, which was from a company called Kindred Bravely. It's a bamboo breast pad and it's just a round circle. It's bamboo on the front and it's got a waterproof lining on the back. And you can see from this little seam here, it does have a bit of a contour shape. It's very similar to a popular brand called Bamboobies that I think is in the shape of a heart and are kind of cute, but these ones are just circles. I'll talk about shape in a little bit. So I used these for a while, and what I found was if I took them off and then I went to put the same pair back on, they would be cold and wet feeling, and that is just so uncomfortable. I can't stand it. And there's a couple of times when I was out and about and I forgot to bring a backup pair and I had to put on that cold, wet breast pad back on, and it's just not a good feeling. So when Lil Helper released their breast pads, I was so excited because they have this blue fabric, which if you're familiar with the Lil Helper's boosters for your cloth diapers, it's got that stay dry feeling. They have the bamboo stay dry liners as well. So when these can be like very full and not feel wet, which is amazing. And that's probably one of the best things about these for me, because I had such an oversupply that at nighttime, before Lil Helpers released their breast pads and before I got reusable ones, I would actually fold a small charcoal liner from my daughter's diaper collection and stuff my bra with it at night, because that has that stay dry feeling and I knew it would absorb a lot. So when I was really in deep with that painful breastfeeding, that's what I did. So I was so excited when Lil Helper released these breast pads. Another thing that I love about them is if we compare the thickness, you can see Lil Helpers are quite a bit thinner, which you'd think would be a bad thing, but you can't see it through your shirt, which is really important. While I'm breastfeeding, if I'm just hanging out at home especially, I live in these super thin tanks that can sort of just be shoved to the side, and really comfortable nursing bras. So that's really important that you can't see it for me. Whereas these ones, even though they have the contour, you see the ridges and stuff, and it's not cute, right? The other part of it though is the shape. So you can see if I put the Lil Helper one on top of the other one, Lil Helper has a bit more of a teardrop shape, which makes it, I guess, a little bit smaller, but it's more boob shaped. And also with the Lil Helper seam, you can see they've got this seam in the back, which is, I've never been, even with the super thin tops and bras that I wear, you still can't see it, but it's got much more of a concave shape, which is why it doesn't show through your shirt, which is really, really great. The other thing is these hold so much, even though they're thin. I have been stuck in situations before where I've actually hand expressed into a Lil Helper breast pad when I was really uncomfortable, and they just like instantly like drink it up, basically. They put magic in these super thin little guys, and they are so absorbable, so that's great. The one problem I was having when I switched to reusable breast pads was at nighttime. Because of the shape of these, they're a little bit more narrow. So I was finding that when things kind of shift at nighttime and they weren't quite thick enough, I needed more absorption at nighttime. So what did I do? I contacted the Lil Helper Delight team, the customer service team, and I gave them some feedback, and they sent me a prototype for their soon-to-be released overnight breast pads, which is so exciting. This customer care team, Lil Helpers in general, cares so much. Mohammed gives out his personal cell phone. If you're having any problems, you can call Mohammed directly. Like, this company just cares so much. So they took my feedback, they sent me the prototype, they took my feedback again. They're just amazing. So keep an eye out on the Lil Helper page if you're looking for something that's a little bit bigger, a little bit thicker for that overnight wear, because overnight I don't care if you can see it through my shirt or not. I'm just looking for mattress protection, basically. So that, again, I just can't say enough about the customer care team there. What else can I say about these? The bags. I wanted to talk to you guys about the bags. So when I ordered off of Amazon, I did get this super cute little bag that came with my breast pads. It's pretty small, like it's just the size of the breast pad, so I don't know that I would use it for anything else. But the Lil Helper breast pad deal comes with one of their zipper wet bags, which is quite big. So you can use it for all kinds of different things, and today they released them in really cool prints. So I only have solid ones, but now you can get them in some really cute prints, so check those out for sure. And you can use them for all kinds of things too. So you can use them for breast pads. I use them for dirty diapers in my diaper bag. When I was away from my daughter for a couple of days around Christmas, I used these in the car to hold my wet pump parts when I was pumping on the road and didn't have time to rinse my pump parts right away. You can use them for shampoos when you're traveling, if you don't want them to leak, because, just open that up again. They're super duper waterproof, and that zipper's never gonna leak on you. It's super tight. So both companies offer a storage solution for your breast pads, but this one is just so much more versatile. You could use this way after you're done breastfeeding, and that's really great. Price-wise, Lil Helper has their breast pad deal where you get 16 breast pads, so 8 pairs, and the zipper wet bag for about $40. And I got these on Amazon. I got 8-pack, so 4 pairs for $12.95 or something like that. So if you compare them, it'd be like $25 to $40 for the same amount of breast pads, which I know, so Lil Helper seems a little bit more expensive, but again, the quality is just so worth it. And you're getting these great zipper wet bags too that comes with it that you can use for so many other things, breastfeeding or not. So I can't say enough about them. I love them. I'm so excited for these new prints that have come out today. And yeah, I just think that you should check them out. And if you're looking for a reusable solution that works for you, is comfortable, you can't see it through, super absorbing, Lil Helper is the way to go for breast pads for sure. So much more than cloth diapers. Check them out online. And yeah, thanks so much for listening, and maybe we'll do this again.